11.7, the volume of pyramids and cones. First of all, I wanted to talk about how we can compare the volume of these prisms versus how we're going to compare them with pyramids and cones. So if we look, the volume of a prism is big B times H, where big B is the area of the base, and H is the height. In this figure right here, you can see the volume of the pyramid is less than the volume of the prism. We've got the same base, like the base is this, it looks like a square, so that's the base, but if we did big B, which is area of the base, times the height, we wouldn't be quite right if it's a pyramid. So the volume of a pyramid is actually 1/3 the volume of a prism. Okay, where the volume of the prism is big B times H, the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 big B times H. And here we have two theorems. The volume of a pyramid, the volume of a pyramid, 1/3 big B times H, where B is the area of the base and H is the height. Okay, the volume of a cone is 1/3 big B times H, where B is the area of the base. In this case, it's a circle. The area of a circle is pi r squared, and H is the height. R is the radius of the base. Pretty cool here, I'm just going to point out because we'll need it later. Notice the height meets at a right angle at the base. The height meets at a right angle at the base. Okay, find the volume of the solid. Okay, this is a trigonal pyramid. So I have volume equals 1/3 big B times H, where B is the area of a triangle, which is 1/2 base times height. Let's put everything together. 1/3. Instead of big B, I'm going to write my area of a triangle. 1/2 base times height, so these numbers right here. 4 times 6 times H, which is 9. Grab a calculator. I have 1/3 times 1/2 times 4 times 6 times 9. I have a volume of 36 meters cubed. Okay, here we have a cone, 1/3 big B times H, where B is pi r squared, area of a circle. So let's put everything together. Pi times the radius is 2.2 squared times height, which is 4.5. I do 1/3 times pi times 2.2 squared times 4.5. And I get an area of, a volume of 22.8 centimeters cubed. Okay, originally the pyramid had a height of 144 meters and a volume of all of those, 2,226,450 cubic meters. Find the side length of the square base. Whew, doggy, that is some algebra. So let's try to pull this apart. I know volume equals 1/3 big B times H, where here big B is, it's a square base, so big B equals side times side, which is the area of a square, side times side. Let's plug everything in. So 1/3 side squared times H. Except I forgot to put the volume in. Let's see if I can squeeze, oh, there's no way I'm squeezing that in. Let's write it over. Okay, we know our volume is 2,226,450 equals 1/3 side squared times height. And let's solve for the side squared. So I'm going to divide both sides by 1/3, but when it's a fraction, I can multiply by the reciprocal and divide both sides by 1/44. Let's do that math. 2,226,450 times 3 divided by 144. I have 46,384.4. Take the square root of both sides. S equals 215.4. Some algebra. Alright, you try. Find the volume of this right cone. Okay, find the volume. Push pause and try on your own. Alright, I got 209.4 meters cubed. The book says 163.49. I've checked it quite a few times, and I'm not sure what would have been wrong to get that, so I think we're good. Yeah, I can't imagine what I would have done wrong. It's a pretty simple problem. Alright, last one. The volume of a right cone is given. The radius is given. Find the height of the cone. Try on your own. Make sure you understand the algebra, and we'll check your answer when you're done. Okay, I set up my equation. I multiplied and divide to solve for h, and I got h equals 12.5 meters. Okay, here we're going to use some trigonometry. Okay, stop groaning, it's okay. We have right triangles. That was why earlier in the lesson I pointed out that the height of our solid always meets the base at a right angle, because you can use sine, cosine, and tangent to find missing lengths. Okay, so let's try this one. Find the volume of the right cone. We don't have the radius, but we know a lot about it. So the first thing we did is we pulled out this right triangle where the height meets the base, and we redrew it. So I'm trying to solve for r. R is adjacent to a 65-degree angle. So our adjacent trigonometric function is either tangent or cosine. I don't know the hypotenuse. I don't care what the hypotenuse is, but I know the opposite angle too. So I have opposite over adjacent. So we would do tan 65 equals 16 over r. Okay, multiply both sides by r. R tan 65 equals 16. Divide both sides by tan 65. 16 divide by tan 65. I get r is 7.5 approximately. So now we can use the equation. Volume equals 1/3 big base times height. 1/3 big B is pi r squared times height. 1/3 times pi times 7.5 squared times 16. I get a volume of 942.5 feet cubed. Again, I'm a little off from the book, so I'm going to check that. I have 1/3 times pi times 7.5 squared times height. Okay, we're good. The book used 7.46 instead of 7.5, which gave them a slightly different answer. Okay, let's do one more like that. I found another example. So I'm going to pull out this right triangle. I need to know what r is. This angle is 70 degrees and the height is 25. So tan 70 is opposite over adjacent. Solve for r. I get 25 divided by tan 70. R is 9.1. The volume is 1/3 big B pi r squared times height. 1/3 times pi times 9.1 squared times 25. Got 2 decimal places. Not a big deal. And that's correct. Good job. All right, moving on. Find the volume of the solid shown. Okay, this is a crazy looking solid. It looks like I have a cube and a square pyramid. Okay, the volume of the cube is easy. 6 times 6 times 6. 6 to the 3rd power. 216. The volume of the solid, I need to find the volume of this and add it to the volume of that. The volume of the pyramid is 1/3 big B, times h. The volume of this base is a square, so 6 times 6, and the height is 6. So 6 times 6 times 6 times 1/3. I have 288 meters cubed. Cool. Okay, you try. Find the volume of the cone at the right. This is a trigonometric one. Here's the information that you would pull. You're trying to find r, so try this one on your own. Push pause. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm reading. Okay, a right cylinder with a radius given and a height given has a right cone on top of it with the same base and height. Find the volume of the solid. Round your answer to 2 decimal place. Okay, a right cylinder. Has a cone on top. Which means that would, can't really dot that with that big eraser. Okay, the right cylinder has a radius of 3 centimeters and a height of 10 centimeters. The right cone has the same base and a height of 5 centimeters. Okay, I've drawn you a picture. Try to finish it on your own. Okay, there you go. Let's try the next one. Oh, daily homework quiz, page 1, page 2, 3, and the last one, 4. Awesome.